Relative clauses 5. Extra information clauses 2. A. Prepositions whom which. You can use a preposition before whom for people and which for things. So you can say to whom, with whom, about which, without which, etc. Mr. Lee, to whom I spoke at the meeting, is very interested in our proposal. Fortunately, we had a good map, without which we would have got lost. In informal English, we often keep the preposition after the verb in the relative clause. When we do this, we normally use who, not whom, for people. This is my friend from Canada, who I was telling you about. Yesterday we visited the City Museum, which I'd never been to before. B. All of, most of, etc. plus whom, which. Study these examples. Helen has 3 brothers. All of them are married. 2 sentences. Helen has 3 brothers, all of whom are married. 1 sentence. They asked me a lot of questions. I couldn't answer most of them. 2 sentences. They asked me a lot of questions, most of which I couldn't answer. 1 sentence. In the same way you can say none of, neither of, any of, either of. Some of, many of, much of, a few of. Both of, half of, each of, one of, two of, etc. Plus whom, people. Plus which, things. Martin tried on 3 jackets, none of which fitted him. 2 men, neither of whom I had seen before, came into the office. They have 3 cars, 2 of which they rarely use. Sue has a lot of friends, many of whom she was at school with. You can also say the cause of which, the name of which, etc. The building was destroyed in a fire, the cause of which was never established. We stayed at a beautiful hotel, the name of which I can't remember now. C. Which, not what. Study this example. Joe got the job. This surprised everybody. 2 sentences. Joe got the job, which surprised everybody. 1 sentence. Relative clause. In this example, which equals the fact that he got the job. You must use which, not what, in sentences. Like these. Sarah couldn't meet us, which was a shame, not what was a shame. The weather was good, which we hadn't expected, not what we hadn't expected. For what? See Units 92D and 93D. Unit 96. Exercises. 96.1. Write the relative clauses in a more formal way using a preposition plus whom, which. 1. Yesterday we visited the City Museum, which I'd never been to before. Yesterday we visited the City Museum, to which I had never been before. 2. My brother showed us his new car, which he's very proud of. My brother showed us his new car, of which he is very proud. 3. This is a picture of our friends Chris and Sam, who we went on holiday with. This is a picture of our friends Chris and Sam, with whom we went on holiday. 4. The wedding, which only members of the family were invited to, took place on Friday. The wedding, to which only members of the family were invited, took place on Friday. 96.2. Use the information in the first sentence to complete the second sentence. Use all of, most of, etc. or the, of, plus whom, which. 1. All of Helen's brothers are married. Helen has 3 brothers, all of whom are married. 2. Most of the information we were given was useless. We were given a lot of information, most of which was useless. 3. None of the 10 people who applied for the job was suitable. 10 people applied for the job, none of whom was suitable. 4. Kate hardly ever uses one of her computers. Kate has got 2 computers, one of which she hardly ever uses. 5. Mike won £100,000. He gave half of it to his parents. Mike won £100,000, half of which he gave to his parents. 6. Both of Julia's sisters are lawyers. Julia has 2 sisters, both of whom are lawyers. 7. Jane replied to neither of the emails Elle sent her. I sent Jane 2 emails, neither of which she replied to. 8. I went to a party, I knew only a few of the people there. There were a lot of people at the party, only a few whom I knew. 9. The sides of the road we drove along were lined with trees. We drove along the road, the sides of which were lined with trees. 10. The aim of the company's new business plan is to save money. The company has a new business plan, the aim of which is to save money. 96.3. Join sentences from the boxes to make new sentences. Use which. 1. Laura couldn't come to the party, which was a shame. 2. Jane does not have a phone, which makes it difficult to contact her. 3. Alex has passed his exams, which is good news. 4. Our flight was delayed, which meant we had to wait 3 hours at the airport. 5. Kate offered to let me stay at her house, which was very kind of her. 6. The street I live in is very noisy at night, which makes it difficult to sleep sometimes. 7. Our car has broken down, which means we cannot go away tomorrow.